For this lab video, we're going to be looking at the structures to find in the hand. Okay, so here is our hand model that we'll need to use. So at the more proximal end is going to be the bones of the wrist. So all of these bones are called carpal bones. We can see them from this perspective and also look on the anterior side of the hand. So all of these smaller circular shaped bones are called carpal bones. You don't need to know the name of every single carpal bone except for 3 of them. They're the most commonly injured ones. So the one on the thumb side, so the much smaller appendage there, at the base there's a pretty large bone, is called the scaphoid. So there's from that perspective, again, you can always look for thumb. This is going to be the scaphoid bone. So the general name for all these bones is carpal. If I asked for a specific name for this bone, you would write scaphoid. And then the other 2 are on the pinky side. So again, look for the pinky. So the first one is going to be right towards the top between these 2 bones. There's this characteristic hook right here. That is called the hamate. So we have the hook of the hamate. Again, if we looked at it from this side, it's going to be the bone that's right next to your ring finger and the pinky finger. So this is the posterior view of the hamate bone. But you can look for that hook as well. So that hook. And then there's this other one, this P-shaped bone, that's going to be on your pinky side as well. This round bone is called the pisiform. Okay, pisiform means P-shaped, like P-E-A, like a little P hanging out on your hand there. Okay, so we have those 3 specific names for the carpal bones. Okay, so here are the carpal bones. And then the 5 bones that are going to be in your palm are called metacarpals. So we have carpals and metacarpals. And then you'll need to know the number associated with each metacarpal. So 1 starts in your thumb. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I think 1 is the thumb. So these are all of your metacarpals, okay, the bones that are going to be in your palm. And then the bones that are in your fingers are called phalanges. So for the 4 fingers, we have the phalanges. So the ones that are closest to the point of attachment, so closest to the metacarpals, these are all proximal phalanges. Okay. And then the ones out here you have in the middle are middle phalanges. And then finally the ends, the very furthest one away, are called the distal phalanges. So we have proximal, middle, and distal. On the thumb, it's a little different. You don't have a middle phalange. So again, here's some of those carpal bones. So this is that metacarpal number 1. Then the next bone in contact is the proximal phalange. And then the next one is distal phalange. So there's no middle phalange on the thumb. You're only going to have that on fingers 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so those are the structures to know for the hand.